So yesterday, during the day, Rinpoche had expressed some curiosity regarding the way we practice our meditation. So he asked us to join, and of course we feel very lucky and fortunate to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us also for the meditation. So we'll do a short practice of mindfulness of breathing meditation, which is actually a very simple practice, but since Rinpoche is curious about the way we do this, and in order to assist and support all of us, I'll give some instructions, mainly that are based on those instructions that were given to us by our dear teachers. So we'll begin with preparation for the actual meditation, which is traditionally done with our body, speech, and mind. And we'll start with the body, trying to find the correct posture for meditation. So we'll briefly go over the 7 points of the meditation postures, which are the first, legs either in full lotus, half lotus position, or simply crossed. If you sit in a chair, please just put them placed on the ground. Most important is to keep our back straight, but not too tense. Our shoulders level and relaxed. Hands in the meditation mudra, with the left palm in the lap, and the right palm over the left, thumbs gently touching each other. The head is tilted slightly forward. The jaw relaxed, with the tongue against the upper palate, touching the back of the upper teeth. And finally, eyes slightly open, gaze directed downwards. But if somebody finds it too hard, for now, you can just simply close your eyes completely. And generally, we'll simply try to keep our body alert and at the same time relaxed, in a comfortable position that will allow us not to move too much during the meditation. To prepare our speech, we'll notice if there's any inner unnecessary chatter that is not relevant to the meditation, and just try to let it go by taking 3 deep breaths right now. Now let the breath settle back into its natural rhythm, and don't try to force it in any way. To prepare our mind, first we can recall the remark that Rinpoche gave us yesterday about how oftentimes our physical body might be present here and now, but at the same time our mind is way out there in the past or in the future, and in any place but here. And so this can be a big obstacle to meditation, and also in everyday life. So to overcome it, we can remember the words of Jetsuma Tenzin Palmo. The breathing is not happening in the past. Breathing is not in the future. The breathing is right now. This can explain the reason we'll focus on the breath, and why it can be helpful in our effort, as Rinpoche said, to tame the monkey mind. Lastly, We can set the motivation for this meditation by contemplating on the benefits of practicing mindfulness and developing our awareness as the basis for each of the 3 Buddhist higher trainings, in which we maintain our ethics in order to avoid harming ourselves and others. We develop shamatha, single-pointed concentration, through cultivating mindfulness, and eventually we develop wisdom, which means we come to realize the nature of reality, and by doing so we'll overcome ignorance and suffering. And so, let us begin the meditation. So to practice mindfulness of breathing, we'll simply place our attention on the sensation of the breath and focus either on the rising and falling of the abdomen or on the entrance of the air at the tip of the nostrils. Please choose one and stay with it. If you find it helpful, you can acknowledge each breath by mentally noting inhale, exhale, in, out, in, out. Or you can count each breath cycle until 10, and if the mind drifts away or loses count, just start over from 1. From time to time, we should use introspection and check whether our mind drifted away from the breath. And if so, the first thing to do is to relax. Then release the distraction and gently come back to the breath. We can use every in-breath to refresh our focus and every out-breath to release any unnecessary tension or distraction.